Hey there. So today I decided to be outside, change the scenery a little bit, and get us standing up using a chair. Okay, so we're going to start seated. You're going to use a chair and we're going to work our balance. So the past few days we've been working the balance muscles on the mat. So really learning how to balance our weight so it's evenly distributed, using the power of our breath, our pelvis, arms on our back. All of those things are going to stay the same, but we're going to now take it to a standing position. And most of our life is more in this position. So let's really use this to focus on how we should feel when we're standing and moving in our daily life. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I want you to sit at the edge of your chair, kind of move the kind of flesh away from your butt bones, and get to the edge of your chair so you can get your feet flat down on your mat. They're about sit bone distant apart. And then I just want you to draw your belly in and lift up out of the crown of your head. So we do this on a mat when we're sitting for our spine stretch forward and our saw and all those exercises. So you're really anchoring the butt bones. Your pelvis is just vertical. And as you anchor, draw your belly in and lift up out of the crown of your head. We're not changing the shape of our spine to do that. We're just trying to create the longest spine that we can. Okay? You're anchoring the feet in the earth. So like roots down. And you're going to feel sort of the back of your legs start to warm. They're engaged. And you want to have that outer hip hug inward. And we did that on the mat where when you come inward, what happens? It seals everything in and up. Okay? So take an inhale in through the nose. And then exhale out through your mouth as you just kind of take your body down and just sort of rest it over your thighs. And we're going to breathe into our back here. So I want you to breathe into your back, upper back. Take an inhale, expand the ribs. And exhale. Again, inhale. Really directing the breath. Exhale. And one more time, breathe it in. As you breathe out, we're going to start to roll up through the spine. Anchoring the pelvis. Once the pelvis is anchored, you stack up through the spine and find that alignment. Good. And from here, just taking an inhale. And then exhale, just take the chin to your chest and flex the chest or over. And we're using our upper abs. We're lifting our upper abs. And we're just resting the head, neck, and shoulders here. Anchor the feet and the sitting bones. And then just roll it on up. Again, chin goes to the chest. Inhale. And then exhale. I want you to feel how the upper abs control that chest over. And then roll it back up. And again, just letting the flexion happen. Release the arms. You can start to like shake them out a little bit. And then just roll it up through the spine. All right, now I want you to sort of take hold of the chair on either side. And as you pull on the chair, you're kind of pulling downward. Feel that connect to the back. So all I'm doing is I'm pressing, like I'm lifting up to feel my back connect. Release. Pull up on that chair and connect the arms on your back. So it's like they're kind of just waking up and going into your pockets. So as I release, they kind of come forward a little bit. But when I hold onto that chair, I can kind of connect those arms and slide them down my back. I don't want you to do this so much where you kind of change the shape of your spine like this. I want you to just kind of pull, connect, and find the connection. Keep that connection as you let your arms just softly dangle. And we're going to reach our arms side to side as you lift up. And then bring them back down. Again, on your inhale, draw it up. Feel the connection of the arms on your back. Close your fingertips as you reach them side to side. And then lower down. And now one more time, we're going to inhale, lift up, hold right here, and just give little circles. Feeling that arm back connection. And then we're going to circle the other way and make sure your feet are anchored, your pelvis is anchored, you still have your alignment. Release it down. You're going to pull your elbows right into your waistline as your palms turn up and then reach it long. Inhale, exhale. So as I pull my elbows into my waist, I'm still feeling that arm back connection. We've got 3 and 2 and 1. Release it down. From here, just sort of hold that chair again. Use that chair to help open up just your chest, not trying to get into the low back at all. Reach that chest up to the sky. Come back to center. 2 more times. Inhale as you extend that spine. Exhale, center. 1 more time. We breathe it in and breathe it out. Give yourself a little side flexion over the other way. Come to center. Give yourself a little twist and then a little twist. Good. Come back to center. Now we're just going to kind of put our weight towards our feet. And as you push into your feet, find your back of your thighs and you're going to come right on up. Good. All right. So we're going to do a few sittings. All right. So you have that chair right there and we're going to kind of squat it down into the chair. All right. We may not touch. That's fine. But I want you to reach your arms shoulder height and pull your pelvis back as you find that chair. And maybe take a seat down. Let's do that right now. Now you're going to shift your weight forward. Feel the shift onto your feet. So we're right here. The pelvis is back, but you're centered on your feet. And then just lengthen it back up. So the pelvis pulls back. You stay centered on your feet. So I'm equal on my feet. And then distribute the weight back so it goes towards your heels as you come upright. We shift forward. It's in your heels. And then feel the shift towards the balls of your feet. So now you're equal. And then just push up. So remember that heel to tush connection, right? The power of the pelvis. So as we go back, you have power in that pelvis. As you sit, seal everything in, feel everything engaged. We shift forward. You're equal on your feet. So when you're equal on your feet, you feel the whole thigh working, not just the quads, which is the front of the thigh. We take it back, shift. So just feel the shifting of your weight happen, but really no part of your body is essentially working more than another. Yes, your legs are working harder because they're actually pushing you up, but I want you to get this idea of your whole body working together in unison and see if that changes the feeling a little bit. Give me like 4 more and just really play with the shifting of the weight and how you actually feel that in your body. You know, get the arms on your back. They're giving you strength. They're giving you stability because the more stability you have, the more power in your mobility, right? Power of the pelvis. Feeling the seat, the inner, the outer thighs, the back of the thighs. I think that's my 4th one. And then return. Good. And just shake that out. Good job. We're going to go to the other side of the chair. Okay. Now just sit and face your chair. And I want you to take your right leg back. All right. And you're going to hold the chair so that, you know, we all have different size chairs. So you want to feel it. So when you kind of push your palms down, you feel that connection of the arm on the back. And then that sends energy to your center. So you have the back wrapping into the center. We're going to lift our back leg, just hover it off the mat a little bit or off the floor. And think about this supporting leg. So I want equal weight on the whole foot of that supporting leg. And then just allow your knee to bend a little bit so that the knee is kind of aiming like over your middle toes. So you really want to be centered on that foot. Can you feel that? So you can really get your supporting leg working all areas of the hip. We don't want to just rely on one part of your leg holding you. Stretch this leg long and stay square. So as you're standing here, you actually should be working, yeah? Draw your belly in and then just sort of teeter-totter your body over to wherever you can go without changing the shape of your spine. That back leg reaches long and grab your power to the pelvis. Inner thigh turns up to the sky, and we're just going to lower that leg and lift it back up. As you lower and lift, you're stretching that leg long. But what's really important is the standing leg is working in all angles. From the inner to the outer thigh, the front of the thigh, the back of the thigh, the booty. Equal weight on that foot. inner thigh of this moving leg. Feel like you're pulling that up so we don't turn our leg out. 3 more. Equal weight in both hands, so you're working your back muscles equally on either side. 2 more. 2. You're going to hold that up there on 1. Just hold and pulse it out. Now really stretch it long. And pulse right in that hip and seat area. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it right here. You're going to swing that leg through. The standing leg is what we're super working right now. So your equal weight on that foot, right? And feel the connection all the way through your thuti. Lift the supporting leg or the moving leg as much as you can upwards. That standing leg is working evenly. See if you can let go of your chair. Maybe stretch your arms up to the ceiling. Draw that belly in and breathe. Arms are on your back. Thuti's working. Breath is working. And now I want you to bring your hands right into your chest and take that leg back behind you. Stretch it behind you and find that start position. Square it off. You really want to feel balanced. You can grab that chair and really set yourself again. Realign. Good. And then you're going to bring that leg through so you can keep holding the chair, or you can take those hands right in front of your chest. Stretch them up towards the sky as you balance. Bring those hands back down as you stretch your leg through. And again, you want to reset. If you need to use your chair, go ahead. We bring it through. We come on up. Take it to the heart. Stretch it back. You got 2 more. And feel that balance and use your chair whenever you need to. Okay? It's not cheating. Listen to your body. Give it what it needs. Either way, you're working the correct muscles. Okay? It's nice to reset. It feels good. It feels good on the body. And remember, I'm all about what feels good in the body, right? And then go ahead, take your legs down and bring it back up. Good job. Okay, so now I'm going to turn to the side. So the same leg that was supporting you is going to be towards your chair. All right, and now as we kind of turn that leg out, so if I were to bend my knees, they're right over those middle toes. Hold right here, and you're going to just lift this leg up. And you want to feel power of the pelvis here. So I'm stretching long through my tail and really trying to keep that squareness of the pelvis. All right, if I bend my knee, it's right over those middle toes. All right, and then stretch the legs back up. Again, bend the knees right over the middle toes. Lengthen it back up. One more time, down and up. Now hold it right here. Stretch this leg even longer. We're going to bring it down a little bit, back up. Down, back up. Find your pelvis. Really find power to the pelvis. For 4, 3, 2. You're going to hold that leg up there. Hold it. Now flex your foot and really reach through the arch and the heel. Just like when we do our little circles on the mat, single leg circles. Push through that. Stretch it and then stretch through your bottom leg. Push through your tail and out the crown of your head. Good? Yes. And then little kickbacks. Like you're taking your heel and kicking it back. Back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. You have a slight turnout of your toes, and we're just going to bend our knees and pull our booty back, and then come right on top of the sitting bones. We come down and up. Again, you're centered on your feet. All right. Equal weight distributed on your feet, using all angles of your hips. Sometimes we over focus on the booty here, which is fine. The booty needs work. We don't want to overwork the quads either. So it's nice to think about the booty, because the booty doesn't automatically work on all of us, which is interesting. The mind needs to connect to it, which is why I love Pilates, that mind-body connection. But we've got 4 more. 3. So if you over squeeze the booty, what happens is your pelvis kind of presses forward and you arch into that low back. We want it evenly distributed, straight up. We always think longest spine we can make. Right? One more time. And up. Awesome. Okay, we're going to go to the other side. I want my booty to you. We don't need my booty towards the camera for sure. All right. So again, it's one of those days I really don't want to be on camera, but that's just all honesty to you. We are doing this together, right? This is so us together, which I love, and it's been great having your comments. Okay, it keeps me going. We're helping each other. So we're back here. Okay, so I said that already, right? Okay, so I want you to really connect with that supporting leg. Just let your body ground into the earth. That's all we're doing right now, okay? And then if you were to bend your knee, it goes right over those middle toes. So really line that up. Hold right there, and now stretch your opposite leg long. Spin that inner thigh up so you're square. Push into your palms on your chair so you can really feel both sides of your back working equally to support you. We're going to bend this knee, and as you push it back up, really finding your leg working evenly, right? Feel the balance and the centeredness of it. All right, so now hold it sort of in that middle place as you stretch that back leg long as it comes up. All right, you're square and your back is working evenly. We just lower and lift that back leg. Not changing the shape of your spine at all. Keep lengthening that leg as it lifts. Try not to sit in your supporting hip, right? We want to really stay centered, and it really helps when you know you're just square on that foot. All right, so we're going to hold it up there, and you're just going to give me little pulses out. Good. All right, and now we're just going to bend that leg, swing it through. Support yourself on that bottom leg as you lift your front leg up, okay? And then you can let go and see if you can balance. Stretch your arms up, find that balance, and really stay equal weight on that bottom foot. Engage the inner thigh. Zip it up. We're going to take our leg and bring it back as you take your hands right to your chest. Bring that leg back, and then you can re-square and square it out. All right, so square it up, hold, balance. My dog just went running away, but that's all right. And now we're going to do it again. You're going to bring it through, take your hands right to your chest, stretch the arms up, find that balance, bring the hands in, stretch it back. You can use your chair if you want or not, up to you. We're just finding the balance and having that leg with ease of movement because we're so stable in the rest of our body. Again, the more stable you are, the more mobility you have. Really, if you want to use that chair and make sure you're square, get all those points working, the back, feel that pelvis in alignment. Good. Send it down and bring it up. Good job. All right, we're going to go to the other side. All right, so now we've got the side. All right, so we're going to bend the knee and it's going to go right over the middle toes, right? So we want that stance to be natural for our knee and our hip. So we're going to line it up, and you can bend a few times just to make sure your foot is in alignment so you're not torquing your knee at all. All right, so once you feel like you're down, you can find sort of that stable point, equal weight on that foot, okay? And that leg reaches out. I'm going to kind of go out a little bit here. All right, find your squareness. Yeah, feel supported. That bottom leg is working evenly, and we're just going to go down and up. Make sure your pelvis isn't moving, your spine is staying long. Hold right here. You can reassess. I like to bend, straighten, straighten, straighten. Flex your foot. Now really reach through the arch and the heel. Try to lift the leg as much as you can. Yes, you're going to feel different on each side. And then little kickbacks. And you're really reaching through that heel and arch. Kick back. Good. 5, 4, lift that leg. Good. Reach as you come down. Awesome job. Come to parallel. Just bend your knees down and let it release down. Whew. Good. And then as you let it go, stack up through your spine all the way up. Good job. Okay. So now what I want you to do is you're just going to get your heels and ankles together. There might be a little distance between your big toes. All right. So finding your stance should feel kind of strong and stable, hopefully. I want you to reach your arms up to the ceiling. All right. Pull your belly in. Now we're going to dive it towards our toes. And as you go down to your toes, you're not going to let your booty go back. You're going to dive your body forward and over. Legs are like tree trunks. They stay exactly where they are. Really anchor those feet in the earth. Feel the anchor all the way through power the pelvis as you come up and draw yourself up. Dive it again. You are so anchored in that lower half so that the upper half has freedom to be mobilized. Right? Stack it up. Ground in that control, in that balance. One more time. Balance and control. Here we are. And then lift, 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 and circle those arms around. Good job. Let's just do a little experiment and see how your little sitting squats are. What we did in the beginning, right? See if you have to think about it as much. We go down, we sit, all right, find your alignment, and then we come up and lift. Do you have to think so much about shifting your weight, or does it naturally happen? Let's kind of play with that a little bit. I tried to wake up all those muscles that help you with your standing balance. And hopefully you feel that. Really good job today. We don't get a lot of exercises in when we work this detailed. I like to think of them more as like master classes, right? Where you're really learning about your body and experimenting and just holding poses. So hopefully you really felt that, and hopefully you felt that grounding force of feeling so stable in the earth in these standing positions. Really good job today. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care. To get more out of this challenge, you need to get the Ultimate Pilates Planner. It has everything you need to work from the inside out. So you're going to really work on the mind part of the mind-body connection. You're going to have trackers to keep you consistent and accountable. And my favorite part of this all is you're going to have bonus workouts. So if you don't have time for 20 minutes, you get these quick little 8 to 10 minute workouts to really fit into your day. You're going to get an email in your inbox every day with a journal prompt plus the link to the workout of that day, and maybe some other little goodies for me to keep you inspired and accountable. So head over to balancetothecore.com/transformin4.